That was just the attitude, change in attitude, to be winners and to give 100%. I mean, one of my famous quotes from Coach Fuller that I think you've heard many former inductees give up here is, "It's easy to be mediocre." You've heard a number of guys say it up here. That is so true. It's always worth the extra hustle, and it's always worth being a student of the game and being smarter than the other guys. And Coach Fuller hated when we acted like Bush League. We would go play some of these, early in the year we'd play some of these small town C League teams. Of course we were a C League team, but we'd never thought of ourselves that way. Never thought of ourselves. So we'd go play, no offense to anybody, but we'd go play like Clayton or Clear Lake early in the year. These guys would come out with hooded sweatshirts under their uniforms. Stuff, their uniforms wouldn't match, and Coach Fuller said, "We're not going to be like these guys. We're not like these guys. We're better than this." And we were. We wanted to look good on the field, play good, and we had high expectations. Now, I was able to play varsity 3 years in high school. I was with the '84 team. They were loaded, you know. But I look up to those guys today. Joe Ranello, sitting right here. Mike Schoenfeld, Marty Lundequan, Derek Capra. You know, Tom Bergman, all those guys. Great guys said. We look up to those guys, they're always mentors for us, and they set the tone for us. Including even after high school. Watching what those guys did, going on to play in college. They were inspiring to me to say, I could try that too. My sophomore and junior years, we unfortunately didn't kind of keep that winning tradition going as well as we probably could have. We had some disappointing ends to those seasons, but my senior year we had high expectations. We expected to go to state that year, and unfortunately we fell a little short in sectionals. We lost to Gilman at Tony, and I think 7 out of 10 times we could have probably beat that team.
And they won the state championship.
And they won it all. But unfortunately, that one time in single elimination play, it was one of those games that just didn't go our way. Bad breaks, and we fell behind, and we just couldn't come back. So one disappointing end to a year, but it was a great year. We had a lot of success that year. And of course, then, like I said, I thought going to Augsburg, I'd just give it a try. Didn't know how I'd measure up. Tried playing hockey at Augsburg also. And to show you the difference of coaching. Now, at that time, I don't think it would surprise anybody that Minnesota hockey is one of the best programs, best state hockey programs in the country. Wisconsin, not so much. At that time, it's changing. So, as I was struggling on last line JV at Augsburg Hockey and pulling groin muscles trying to keep up with the Minnesota kids, I was pretty dejected. But I said, okay, I'm going to try out for baseball. And boy, what a difference. All of a sudden, I was the guy being chased by kids from other programs that didn't have as good a coaching, weren't as strong fundamentally, and didn't know the game as well. I was fortunate enough to come into an Augsburg program that once again had a strong senior class. So again, I stepped into a program, fell in love with it, and I had a great group of mentors and leaders on that team. I was fortunate then after that to start at shortstop at Augsburg for 3 years, and I had a blast. We've taken spring trips down to Texas and Missouri, and my senior year we even hosted a huge tournament in the Metrodome. I mean, I played in the Metrodome, you know, dozens of times, both in high school, college, and after college, and I just consider myself extremely lucky to have these opportunities to play. And then after college was over, I didn't want the game to be over for me, so I continued to play. Even through the college years,